Hello, hello, good afternoon, my dear children. I hope that you are well. So today I would like to read you another story from New Testament. The Good Samaritan. Jesus often said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." When asked, "Who is my neighbor?" Jesus told this story. One day, as a Jewish man was walking from Jerusalem to Jericho, some robbers attacked him. They took his money and his clothes. Then they hurt him and left him lying on the side of the road. In a little while, a Jewish priest walked by the man. It was his job to care for the people and teach them about God's laws. But the priest moved to the other side of the road and pretended he did not see the hurt man. Later that day, a Levite came walking down to the road. It was his job to help the people worship God and the temple, but he did not stop to help. Then a man from Samaria came walking down the road. The Samaritan did stop. He washed the dirt and blood of the man. He put medicine on his wounds. Then he put the man on his donkey and took him to the nearest inn. There he told the innkeeper to take good care of the man. He also left enough money for the man to stay there until he was well again. The Samaritan even told the innkeeper that he would bring more money on his way back to pay for anything else the man needed. After he finished telling the story, Jesus asked, "Who do you think acted like a neighbor to the hurt man?" "It was the person who helped him." Jesus said, "Then you should do the same." And now look, we have this picture. See, we have this good Samaritan. Here is the man, this innkeeper and the sick person, right? So, today Jesus is teaching us that we should be helpers to each other. I know that not always we are nice to each other, right? But absolutely we should love each other and to help each other. So I hope that today we'll do something nice, maybe to our siblings, and that especially today you will be a helper. So I would like to read you another story from New Testament. Are you ready? Very good. So first, let's prepare our ears. So we will use these two fingers. I would like to see your fingers. Very good. I don't see your... Oh, now it's better. Okay. And now, don't put your fingers inside. Just a little put here. A little put... And let's give a massage. Massage to our ears. Yes. Oh, good. Enough? Yeah, I think that it will be helpful to be better listeners. Okay. So let's start to read. Feeding the 5,000. Jesus and his disciples had spent all day in the little villages by the sea telling the people about God. That evening, as it was getting dark, Jesus' disciples came to him. "These people have not had anything to eat today." They are hungry. We are hungry too. Jesus looked at his disciples and said, "Go find out how much food the people have." His disciples went through the crowd asking people for their food. They found a boy who had 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. Jesus took the bread and fish, looked up to heaven, and thanked God for the food. Then he started breaking the bread and the fish into pieces. As he broke the bread, he asked his disciples to pass it out to the people. The people ate and ate until they could not eat another bite. Jesus told his disciples to go back through the crowd and gather up the leftovers. When the disciples returned to Jesus, their 12 baskets were full. From those 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, they had fed 5,000 people. And look, we have this picture. Here is Jesus. We have some children and people around. They are coming, and Jesus is distributing the bread and the food. You know, sometimes we are telling our parents that, "Oh, I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I would like to have hamburger. Oh, I prefer French fries." You know, many children in our world, they are really, really hungry. They have no food or not food enough. So if we could, and we know that someone is hungry, first we should share our food. And when parents are preparing food for us, we shouldn't tell, "Oh no, I don't want it, I don't like it." Just we should be happy because we will be not hungry. My dear children, it is nice to see you, and may God bless you, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.